for Waterman proudly presents the 2008 Quiksilver Makahiki at Makaha Beach. This is part one of a two-part series, and we'll be focusing solely on stand-up paddle surfing. Music is brought to us by Periwinkle, Shag, the original surf session band. Let's get things started off with round one, heat one. Out in the water, we have 6 competitors per heat. This is Kaipo Guerrero finishing in 3rd place in this heat, which will advance him to the next round, as well as Titus Kinimaka finishing 2nd. Top 3 advance, which means Mel Poo, who finishes 1st in this heat, will advance along with the other 3. Moving on to the next heat, round 1, heat 2. This heat caught a couple good swells, and here comes Keone Keolana, putting 5 on the nose and leaning way back on that paddle. That 360 is called a helicopter, and Keone thinks he's going to get one more out of it, but I think he's going to have to settle for riding that board backwards. Taking 1st place in this heat is Kamu Alvae, swinging his board over top of the other surfer there and getting his shin smashed by that little wave. Todd Bradley takes 3rd in this heat, followed up by Kalani Vieira, getting some good cutbacks there. But unfortunately for him, only the top 3 will be advancing to round 2, although he is snapping it up out there. One of 2 Wahine entered in today's contest. Tiare Lawrence finishing in 6th place, got her fair share of waves though in this heat. This is definitely a day to ride to big boards. Keone with a tiki pose, scoring points, taking them on into the 2nd round. Finishing 2nd in this heat, finishing 3rd, Todd Bradley. And also finishing up in 1st place in this heat, Kamu right there, snapping off the lip. Having fun. Who knows what we're going to find in the next heat? Round 1, heat 3. Watch your heads. Oh, that must have hurt. Ray Hollowell on the water cam getting these immaculate shots of Kamaki Worthington's underside of that board. He gets 3rd place in this heat, moving on to the 2nd round. Competition was stiff, so you had to pull some tricks out of the hat. Here's one, here's another, and how about a quick shaka? You can see Ray setting up for this killer underwater shot. We're going to slow down here for you. Look at that beauty. On the board, Nolan Keolana, 5 on the nose, setting up for a helicopter. Swinging that board around. Excellent footwork. With excellent wave selection, Dwayne DeSoto moves on into the 2nd round, finishing 2nd in this heat. Look at that beautiful glassy back shot there. And holding on to a commanding 1st place in this heat is the West Side Slider, Nolan Keolana. Here, fishy, fishy. Come here. Where are you going? Oh, round 1, heat 4. There's Rita Nue on the board, passing right over top those fish. And here comes the commander of the heat, Dave Parmenter, with his classic cutbacks. You're going to see more of that coming right up. Look out, kiddo. Brian Keolana finishing 2nd in this heat. Wasn't going to let Dave Parmenter take the heat all that easily. Sliding right over to the camera, we have Cito DeSoto finishing third in his heat. He'll move on to the second round, along with Dave Parmenter and Brian Kaolana. Round 1, Heat 5. If you like this underwater stuff, check out Alan Mozo at mozophoto.com. Great photos. Good friend of mine. There's Leo Kinimaka with the helicopter right off the start. Kainoa McGee with the big snaps and the big cutbacks, helping him take a third place in this heat, moving on to the second round. Finishing second place in the heat, Sam Pa'e. And on to the last heat we'll be covering in round number 1, heat number 6. Starting off on the outside, it's Ikaika Kalama. You may have seen him in a couple of the past episodes. He's been going big time at pipe. Stand-up paddle at pipe. Former world champion longboarder Bonga Perkins at home on the longboard, putting 5 on the nose. He's been taking the stand-up paddle surfing world by storm. Put them brakes on. Russ Kaolana, the third Kaolana participating in today's stand-up paddle surfing event, is out on the outside, pulling off a pretty smooth helicopter. We're going to speed it up, get him on into the inside, where he's going to try to pull it off one more time. Yeah! You're looking at one of the guys moving on to the second round who just got a cover up there, Russ Kaolana, along with Ikaika and Bonga Perkins. We're going to speed this up right towards the end. I want to thank the band Periwinkle Shag. They're the original surf session band from Pennsylvania, and you'll only hear it here on Surf Session Report. Well, that just about wraps up part 1, but don't miss part 2. Of the 2008 Quiksilver Makahiki at Makaha Beach, brought to you by C4 Waterman. Visit C4 Waterman at c4waterman.com for all your stand-up paddle surfing needs. I'm your host, Tommy Stokes, reminding you to stay tuned, stay stoked, aloha, all right.